Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and today we are going to do this very lovely phone case, phone cover, phone bag, or whatever you call it. And I have made this with a daisy flower granny square, and I've tied up these two and these two at the back as well. Now I've done the flower first and then the square, and I've put them together here, the first one and the second one at the back as well. And then I've done this work. I've made this with the double crochet and then tied up both the parts and then have done my cord, and that's it. So now let's begin doing this one. Before that, please like, share and comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna come up with all these great ideas in the next videos as well. So let's begin. Now to begin with, I'm gonna use my 3mm of hook, and I'm gonna have my magic circle, and to tie up my magic circle I'm just gonna chain up one here so that I'm gonna tie up on my magic circle. It will not be loosen up. Now let's begin by having 12 single crochets here. So just grab your yarn and pull it through 2 loops, and that's it, your first single crochet. 2, 3, 11, and your last 12th double crochet. Just pull your loose end so that your work will be tight enough, and insert your hook into the first single crochet. That's it, and make a slip stitch here and tie your work. And round, take your another piece of yarn, whichever color you have been using. If you're using a pink one, take your pink yarn and just attach it this way. Now chain up 2 here. That's it. That's we're gonna have chain 2. Now have your yarn over, and inside put your hook inside your first single crochet. Grab the yarn and have a double crochet, but do not finish your stitch. Now again, yarn over, put your hook inside your first single crochet. You're gonna have 4 loops. Pull your yarn through only 2 loops, and you're gonna have your second double crochet, and into the same stitch do it for the 3rd time and pull it through your 2 loops, and you're gonna have 4 loops here. Now yarn over and do a cluster of double crochet here. Now finish the stitch here by chaining up 1, and now chain up 1 for 1 more time. Yarn over again and do a cluster of a double crochet here as well. We're going to use 4 double crochets, so now we're going to have 5 loops at the end of our stitch on our hook. Now that's the first double crochet, the second double crochet, half done, 3rd double crochet, and the 4th double crochet. I'm going to have your 5 loops now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now by chaining 1, you're going to finish your stitch and chain 1 for 1 more time. That's it, and you're going to do it for the rest of your all single crochets. So you're going to have it 12 clusters of this double crochet, 4 double crochets in each cluster, and you're gonna finish up. Let's do it for 1 more time. So do not finish your stitch of double crochet. You're gonna have 2 loops here. This is your first double crochet, your second double crochet, your third double crochet and your fifth double crochet, and you're gonna have fourth double crochet, and you're gonna have 5 loops on your 1 2 3 4 and 5 loops on your hook. Just yarn over, and that's it. Now to finish up this one, close this stitch by chaining up 1 and then chain up 1 again. So you're gonna chain up 2 here, and you're gonna do the exact same thing for the rest of the single crochets, and you're gonna have your 12 clusters of this 4 double crochets with 2 chains. Okay, I've done my last cluster of 4 double crochets, and I'm going to chain up 2, 1 to close my stitch, and another one as chain 1, so it's going to be 2 chains. And this is my 12th one, so I'm going to put my hook inside the second stitch, 1 and 2, the second stitch. We'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here, and that's it. My flower is ready, and I'm gonna tie up my loose ends, and I'm gonna meet you to do another round. Now I've weaved my ends in, and I'm gonna take another piece of yarn and we'll put inside any chain 1 space. Put it inside any chain 1 space. Just grab your yarn and tie a knot just to secure. Have your yarn and have 5 chains here, so it's 1 2 3 4 and 5 chain. Now do 3 double crochets into the same space, so it's 1 2 3. Now find another chain 1 space here and put your hook inside your chain 1 space, and do another 3 double crochets. So it's 3 double crochets. Now find another chain 1 space and put another 3 double crochets inside that one, so it's 1 2 and 3. Now for the next chain 1 space, do another 3 double crochets into that space, one, and 3. Now chain up 2 here, it's 1 and 2. By chaining up 2, we're going to form the square here, so it's, and put your another 3 double crochets into the same chain 1 space, so it's 1 2 and 3. So here we have formed our square. Now into the another chain 1 space, do 3 double crochets, so it's 1 2 and 3. Into the next chain 1 space, do another 3 double crochets, so it's 1 2 and 3. Now after every 2 double crochets, you're going to form up square, so do 3 double crochets here into the chain 1 space, 1 2 3, and do 2 chains and do another 3 double crochets into the same space, chain 1 space, so it's chain 2, and now first double crochet, second double crochet, and the third double crochet, and repeat this pattern. So after every 2 sets of 3 double crochets, form a square into that chain 1 space, do 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end. Okay, I've done my last set of 3 double crochets. Now into this space, as we have chained up 5 here at the beginning, chain 3 out of those chain 5 will count as 1 double crochet, and then chain 2, and we're going to do another 2 double crochets here. So do 1 and 2. So 2 double crochets are done, and our first chain 3 out of chain 5 will be counted as our first double crochet. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and I'm going to put my hook inside the third chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. And that's it, our square has already been formed. Don't worry if your square is uneven. This has been happening because we are using a 3 mm of hook, and this yarn strain is for the 5 mm of hook. So this is gonna happen, but don't worry, at the end is gonna be all right. Now for our next row 4, I am just gonna grab the yarn like this, and we'll make a slip stitch here only to put my hook into the middle of this square. Now again, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and do 3 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now into this space, we haven't done any chain 1 here, but if you can find a space here after finishing one cluster of this 3 double crochets and the another one, you will find a space here. Do 3 double crochets into that space, 1, 2 and 3, and repeat the same thing here as well, and into this space. And for this square, as I've said it before, we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets here to form a square here. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, another time, 1, 2 and 3. And as we have reached our square space, into that chain 2 space, do our 3 double crochets here, 1, 2, 3. Now chain up 2 and do another 3 double crochets into the same chain 2 space. It's 1, 2 and 3, and our square has been formed here. So as you can see, the 4th row has been expanding here, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Now I'm gonna do 3 double crochets here, 3 double crochets here, and 3 double crochets here. Now to form a square, another time a 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochets into this space, and again 3 double crochets here, 3 double crochets here, and 3 double crochets here. Another time to form the square, 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets. And I'm gonna repeat, and I'm gonna meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so now I've finished this round. Now I've done my last 3 double crochets, and for this one, as we have done it before, I'm gonna do another 2 double crochets here to end this round. So it's my 1 and 2 double crochets, and I'm gonna put my hook into the third chain. So 1, 2 and 3, and that's it. I have tied up my work, and that's it. My daisy flower granny square is ready with 3 mm of hook, and I'm gonna cut the yarn. secure the end and put it inside your that's it. Your square is ready. Don't worry about these things, it's gonna be all right. Okay, so now I have this granny squares. Now I have used my mustard color here, and I'm gonna put inside my needle. This is my needle, and I'm not gonna do any fancy thing here. It's just that I'm gonna put my needle like this, and will put my needle into this one. Now this is the outer portion, that's the inside one, so just do it like this way. Put this two like this and into that first stitch. Now this is my first stitch. It's gonna be easier because we are having our stitches here, so it's gonna be my first stitch from this here. Just put it inside and into the first stitch like this. Into the second one from here, and second one from here, and keep doing this, and I'm going to meet you at the end. Okay, so I have weaved my two pieces of daisy granny square, daisy flower granny square, and just tighten up your work like this and cut your yarn. I've cut my yarn from here, and leave this ends like this. We're going to tie up this ends later on. You want to put it inside your work right now, you can do it, but I'm going to do it later on, and I'll tell you why.